Hi, I'm Mai, and I'm part of the Youth Advisory Board, and this is my leadership reflection. I'm Mai. I'm in 10th grade at San Domenico High School, and the first course I participated in was Transitions, which later led me to go on the Rise. And since that was unfortunately my last course with GV, I wanted to stay part of the Grow Ventures community, so I became part of YAB. And now I am an assistant instructor for the summer. So this quote really resonated with my YAB experience. Leadership is not a position or a title. It is action and example. This resonated with my YAB experience because throughout the year with YAB, leadership was definitely illustrated throughout all of our meetings. And since we all were given roles for each meeting, like leading energizer, the landing question, we all had to just like step up to the occasion and play our part. And it wasn't like, oh, because you get this position, you're leading it. But like if you come prepared and everything, that shows the leadership skills. And also we were given examples of leaders because we had mentors, which we first got in the beginning. And especially for me, I looked up to my mentor, and I still do, and she definitely is a good example of a leader. And as we got more comfortable with our peers in YAB, we were able to run the meetings more instead of our mentors like running the meetings, because we could just like bounce off each other, and the flow was a bit better because we were comfortable with the roles and we just understood how to run each of the roles and everything. And feel like that is kind of like the action and the example of leadership. Yeah. In the beginning of the year, we prepared goals for us to work on throughout the year. The goals I set for myself were to work on time management and organization, and being able to express how I feel to others openly. Organization is a big one for me, specifically because it is needed for school. And to add on, what I mean by this is that when you're trying to balance extracurricular, sports, and schoolwork, it's just important to have like organization and time management skills. And I just wanted to develop those and progress in that area. My experience in YAB has made a major impact on me. From my experience in YAB this year, I have learned how amazing it is to discuss and share moments and experiences with people from different backgrounds as you. This year, I've learned a lot more about myself. I've learned that sometimes it's good to be vulnerable, meet new people, and share new experiences with them. I've learned that I struggle with public speaking, and YAB definitely helped me work on this skill. Yeah, and this picture is actually of the retreat, and I really like the retreat because it kind of goes back to what I was saying about being vulnerable, because from the very first time we all met, we kind of had to be vulnerable because we're going on a retreat together. We didn't really know anyone. I only knew one person. That's because we went on the courses I went on. She was also on there with me, but everyone else, they were brand new to me. And so I just had to get to know people and be open-minded and just be vulnerable. So YAB really pushed us to do this from like the beginning. The aspects of the YAB program that were most impactful for me were definitely the making care packages for those in need, going to Digitas, specifically because also my mentor works at Digitas, and it was just nice seeing her workspace, and it was extremely beautiful, and it just inspired me for like when I'm older and get to work. And beginning of the year retreat, I really liked making the care packages because it just made me feel grateful for what I have and showed me that the little things we do have a great impact on others around us. Digitas was a beautiful workspace, like I said, where we learned about making our own resumes for the future. Lastly, the retreat was a great way to meet everyone, and I enjoyed the night walk. So I had many leadership takeaways from my experience with YAB. And the first one was that being a leader isn't all about you. It's about showing up for those around you and being accountable for your actions. I really saw this through YAB because it's being a leader, you can't just hold the whole group together. If it's not just about you being a leader, everyone has to work together. It's a community. It doesn't depend on one person. But if you do want to help others, it's like they'll follow by example. I feel like that's how a community like bounces off each other and everything. And showing up for others definitely helps. And just being accountable for your actions, because like I said, we have roles in each of our meetings. So like just being prepared for the day and everything. My second takeaway was that things we might take for granted can help those in need. An example of this was when we made care packages at YAB. I really think this is important because a leader doesn't take for granted like the small things. Like I feel like a leader understands those things and also understands that some people don't have those things. And by making care packages, we were definitely tending to the needs of others besides yourself. And for my last takeaway, I learned about leadership through literature when we had guest speakers come to talk about their experience and the messages they wanted to put out to the world through their work. And this one I really liked a lot because this is one of the meetings we have had. And we had guest speakers come, like I said, and their like line of work was around literature. And I really liked how through their work they were able to present messages and kind of like just good morals throughout their work, like show, inspire people. And I kind of, it definitely inspired me. And when I'm older, it's just nice to know that if you're doing something that you love, you can also like incorporate like inspiration for others and incorporate messages that you want to teach to others. And looking forward, I in the coming year, I will continue to apply my experience in YAB by staying part of the GV community and using the leadership skills I've learned from YAB in school. Leadership goals I anticipate creating in the coming year include possibly running fundraisers or speaking in another Grow Venture presentation. And the next 5 years from now, I see myself in college and still working with GV. I also hope to contribute to more GV and YAB events. Thank you.